Hi guys, it's Sonelias and welcome back to Hearts of Iron number 4. We're currently playing here a game of Austro-Hungary. So let's load the game and see where we left off. Alright, you might remember from the last episode that we basically got our hands on this big chunk of land here. Which of course, well, this big, let's say big chunk of land. It's really the Yugoslavian Republic, and as you can see, most of those chunks there are basically, we got a claim on them, firstly, and of course they're part of our core. Because they're part of our core, we should of course be able to get a recruitable population from there. Now it says civilian population is 2 million, recruitable population is 53,000. I guess that's not exactly right, but okay. So what we'll see if we look at up here, we stand at 2.6 at the moment in terms of percentage. Yeah, I guess that's about right, but okay. So we basically conquered that as well. Of course, here we also got our hands on the lands of Romania. Now, part of that land, if I'm not mistaken, basically went over here to our friends in Bulgaria. Bulgaria also basically took Macedonia here, southern Serbia. Yeah, so basically some of that land went over to Bulgaria. Now there is of course some land down here that actually we could of course allocate to Bulgaria if we were to get our hands on that. Now, what kind of state is this at the moment? It's listed as the Hellenic Republic. Okay, that's fine. Kind of what I thought it would be, but I was a bit curious about the actual composition of the government. So we got our border here with Italy. What's our relationship with Italy look like at the moment? It's not the best relationship, if I may say so. They're currently at war with Ethiopia. Still? Really? That's the Federal Republic of... What's the name exactly? Federal Democratic Republic of Ethiopia. I thought they had taken that land originally, but I could well be mistaken, but okay. Never mind. Yes, let's go back to our land wars here. As you can see, we basically got our land that's bordering here on, in this instance, of course, Italy here. I do see here, I've got a bit of land that I need to defend there as well. Now, I haven't actually got any recruitment turn on at the moment, I believe. Nope. I'm going to set this to be recruited once again. I'm going to set it to be in Northern Hungary. And if we look closer, as you can see, I've actually put my armies up here, and at least this army here, I should say. Let's execute those orders at least. It is a bit of a mess here with all those lines, to be honest. Okay, let's push back into there. We're bordering on that as well. No, we have to go through another bit of land first. There's only one unit there at the moment. I do believe there are some fortresses there, or fortifications I should say. I'm going to discontinue that attack there. Well, those fortifications really do not help, to be honest. Now, here there is no fortification. That's good. At this point, it does look like we got enough experience here to basically upgrade some of our doctrines here. Now, air doctrine, as you can see, we got a discount on at the moment. Why not? Let's unlock that. We also got one here, and that actually looks like we got a discount on there. Question is, are we going to go for the armored spearhead or are we going to go for the motorized infantry? Now, I don't have as much motorized infantry as I have armored spearhead, I think. So I'm actually going to go and unlock that one for 60, which is quite affordable. We still got 108 left. And I think I don't have actually have any my Air Force located here at the moment. Or do I? So let's have a quick look at my Air Force locations. Where are we with this one? Okay, we're basically standing by at the moment. Really? Let's go there. Hold on, what have we got here? Okay, so those are operating here in West Germany. That's fine for now. Okay, that doesn't really help having so many of the fighters there as well. Okay, let's keep that up. Look at this closely here. This, of course, is the guys that I put on the Italian border here. These are the guys I've put on the border here with... As you can see, I put them on the border here with France. And are we already engaged? It looks like we are already engaged in combat here. Directly engaged straight away. That's not a problem. Now, one thing I actually haven't done here yet, I actually haven't checked for their history yet. Is there anything we need to allocate in terms of medals or anything of that sort? Okay. Got citations, good. Okay, let's have a quick look through these. Nothing. Ooh, yes, we did allocate a medal here. Can I allocate more? I'm not sure I can, but we can of course keep looking. It's a new feature, but yeah, I do think it requires a little bit of work. It would be great if you basically had a central place where you could easily see that they deserved something. Order of the Military Virtue, which basically gives this division recovery rate plus experience. Soldier loss is reduced. I think that's a good one as well. I just granted them a medal. This one has already got one medal. Okay, let's get this last batch up as well. Nothing on there. That's a relatively new unit, so that makes sense. And goes for this one. Same for that one. Okay, they did seize an airfield in Croatia, that's fine. Now, I didn't actually look at the mountainous units as of yet. I'll do that shortly. But like I said, it would be great if there was some way or place to basically be able to look at what needs to be made available, what is available, etc., etc. Okay.
Figyelem! Indulásra kész.
What's my position in terms of the trucks at the moment? I can't see that underneath there. We do have a shortage of trucks, as you can see. So it's something I need to work on. Okay, so let's have a quick look at my production here. Trucks, as you can see, they are getting nice amounts of trucks in. I'm also basically working, of course, on the fighters here. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I'm still working on the engines upgrade here for the fighters. Yeah, as you can see, you can create different combinations of engines in there. We got here armor, that's for the tanks, and of course artillery we're working on. Now here we're working on autarky, which will be done in 8 days. Any of this will be quicker? No, none of this will be quicker, so that's fine for now. And if we look in here, we can actually issue war bonds. Okay, so that reduces the consumer good utilization is in there. That's fine. I'm not going to do the forts now. That's fine as well. Yeah, as you can see, there's not going to be much left of this particular nation within too long a time, I should say here.
Parancsok.
Okay. There's fortification after fortification here, as far as I can see. Narva doesn't seem to have any fortifications there yet. I did say we're going to have a quick look at these units here. Again, there must be some quicker way to look at whether or not they deserve any medals. I just haven't seen it yet. Yeah, so they've been engaged in various different bits and bobs. At least some of them. Total casualties taken. I guess that's over their full lifetime as such. It's not very specific in terms of timing as such, but yeah, okay. We can live with that for now. If only they got some medals. None, unfortunately. Now, I have been working on, of course, getting my hands on an upgraded version of the mountain units. Currently, I don't have a proper design for the mountain units as of yet. I'm using the designs that were used both by, I think, the Czech Republic as well as Austria themselves, because Hungary itself didn't have any of that sort. So, yeah, look at that big stack over there. That's a mega stack, I would say. Or mega stack. It's a big stack. Production-wise, we're of course got some elements here that basically need some repairs. We do have some factories that we're working on there. If I look at my imports, it seems to tell me I need tires. And in regards to tires, yes, we can do something about that. We can of course start building these lovely synthetic refineries. There are a few places that are pretty good for that. I'm trying to basically utilize the ones that are as high as possible in terms of the infrastructure there. Croatia. Okay. And again, if I can use some of my cores really for that, that of course is always better. All right, we're gonna again put some more factories in here as well. Again, of course, the higher that is, the better in reality. Bear in mind, these are normal factories, civilian factories. I do, of course, need to also build some military factories. Typically, I'd say, yeah, really a quite useful thing to have. Any other locations? Yeah, that's a good place. And again, these are relatively far away from any front line, so to speak. There's a tiny little bit of land that is part of Austria, but it's also got a claim on there by Switzerland. Okay, let's kick up the clock speed. Let's keep an eye on actually what's going on here in the north.
Utasítások. Visszaszorítjuk őket.
Yes, they're attacking us. Interesting.
Indulásra kész. Készen állok. Utasítások.
Okay.
Menj, menj, menj!
Those are factories, I'm assuming, are they? No, they're actually fortifications as well. Interesting.
Sorakozó.
I haven't got many of the horse units left. I think this is the last one, to be honest. But that's okay. Manpower should be alleviated relatively soon. I don't really see a central place where we can keep tabs on what's the situation for manpower as such. If you're aware of any particular place where we can actually centrally manage our medals and so forth, please let me know. I'd love to know where that is. I just haven't come across it myself yet. Yeah, that's one factory we're going to get for that, so I don't think that we're going to do that. This is indigenous design, which grants air research speed of 15% extra. Now that's always useful. That then subsequently also allows me to do other bits and pieces there. I actually haven't done much in terms of naval warfare yet. So let's do a little bit of research there. Of course, I've only just recently acquired some ports on the seaside here, which is basically done here as well as over here. I probably need to put some effort into researching some naval elements. Question is, am I going to go for destroyers, submarines? Probably submarines is a good one to go for, particularly in light of me not having much in terms of experience at all in that area, but okay. 1939. So this also, I've actually learned that through a YouTube video, luckily. So there's a howitzers, which of course is for the tanks. And I've learned that this is the medium cannon. I'm not sure, is that for airplanes or is that for tanks? To be honest, it looks like it's for tanks here as such. If we look at these though, yeah, this is ground attack. So this is actually for the airplanes itself. Hard attack, and then you got your ground attack again. So anti-tank cannons on your planes come from the anti-tank branch here. So we're in 1941. So in reality, we should of course upgrade our factories now. And there's a few other bits and bobs along that line that we can of course work with.
Kész.
Now, there's a lot of these units here. Keep on just clicking on all of these. Yes, you'll probably hear me click, 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 click. But like I said, there's no central way of actually finding out, are they entitled to any medals? At least not as far as I've come across as of yet. Okay, was sighted. Okay, perfect. Was sighted. Yeah, but no actual medal options on here, is there? Right. Medal. Interesting. Good for bravery. Maximum defense is boosted. Or division attack is boosted. Which also gives additional entrenchment. Now this particular unit here is number 31. See much of them. Do I see the experience here? Unfortunately, they're green in terms of experience. So let's go for the defensive one. There's only these available, it looks like, for now. Yeah, we can invest that into there to make our unit a little bit better. Particularly in its current role, which is defensive. This one has got a more trained position. I'm going to go for this one here. As you can see, we are getting a decent amount of stuff in, which of course is great to see. And of course more. These guys are 2% of the way there. Let's give them honor for bravery. And as you can see, unfortunately, we're in a negative territory. I'm not quite sure why though. So we were able to hand out, what is it, 2 or 3 medals. Yes, extra trucks, very much appreciated, thank you very much. And that number of trucks actually seems to have deteriorated over time here.
Kész. Támadás alatt. Visszaszorítjuk őket.
do have planes operating in the skies here, which is fine. Where are my spies at the moment? They're helping to reduce the unrest. And as you can see, the unrest is not too bad at the moment. Actually, this is the unrest map. And so they are doing their job. They're keeping as much of the unrest down as they possibly can. You will see there is a little bit of damage here. Not very big, but there is some. And of course, we're trying to do our utmost to basically work our way through that. So 16 days for the next type of engine for the airplanes. Now I do need to create a new design of the airplane, so that's one of the things I will work on. But one of the things I quite often want to basically have a quick look at is, of course, the position of our railroads. This can do with an upgrade, it looks like. There's quite a few of these railroads that are just low level. Why does this one stop here? Okay. Every little bit, of course, helps. Even if it's just a connection to our neighbors. This, of course, all goes through my own terrain here. But yeah, if I'm basically looking at my capital, the capital itself should, of course, have far better connections to its neighboring areas than it currently has. Particularly if you look at, again, at here. There's stuff going towards the border regions. We just need to basically do a bit of work on upgrading those if we can. Particularly if we want to keep the supplies flowing smoothly. All right. That's in Poland. Is it Poland? It looks to be Poland. Huh, yeah, actually was able to manage it in Poland. Interesting. Huh. Okay.
Parancsok. Támadjatok tovább! Tarts távolságot!
Okay. Yeah, we're still suffering losses. We did lose a decent amount already. And unfortunately, yes, we do have Romania listed there, etc., etc. Yugoslavia, okay. So that's the total war participation by the different parties. It looks like it's become German territory. Okay.
Kész!
What, China is capitulated, is that right? Where's Japan? I don't see Japan anywhere in here. Maybe it's just because we're not involved in any war with Japan, which is of course nice to know. These guys, they don't like us, which I've got no problem with whatsoever. The Netherlands. Domestic air production, okay. Okay. Bulgaria is one of our good friends, so that's fine. I do think we're going to basically push into Greece here later on, which could be beneficial. So have got a lend-lease with Mexican Republic as well as South Africa, and South Africa is there. Whereas if I actually look back on here, where's Mexico? Oh, Mexico's also aligned with them, interestingly enough. Okay, so they're kind of aligned with the other parties. Not necessarily directly, but they are aligned somehow or another. So we're not going to go in that line here. We're going to go back in here. And we're going to get that booster for the actual production efficiency. 23 days to go on that one, which is the basic armor protection. Here we can of course invest in Turkey. That's basically what it comes down to. Insufficient materials. Okay, so we need to import steel, it looks like. Let's import some from Germany. Our tire import is not working. Where in the world could we potentially import some from? Trade route cannot be found. Okay. Why can it not be found? I've got no clue. Belgium we're at war with. Brazil. Are we at war with Brazil? No. Interesting. Okay. In terms of research, we do need to go for some synthetic research then, I guess, to help improve the situation somewhat. Okay. So Japan is justifying war goals on the SSSR, and I guess the Japanese shogunate is down here. So they got their hands in the puddle there. And then of course, I guess it's related to this land here. Is that what they're justifying for? Yeah, they're looking to basically conquer some of that terrain here. So I suspect that will basically pull some of the Soviets away from us instead of towards us. These guys here, they are aligned with us. These guys are aligned with us. These guys are not aligned with us. So some of that Chinese territory here is in good hands with us. Whereas of course these guys are aligned with Yugoslavia. Is the Bulgaria offering us some trucks? No, they want to offer us expeditionary force. I'm going to decline. Thank you very much. Oh boy. I did not foresee that happening. Okay, so... Hold on, where are the rest of these units here? Ah, okay, they're all there. So, what we're gonna do with these guys here... We're gonna take these and we're gonna spread that borderline a little bit further. Yes, that'll make the line a lot thinner, but for now that should do the trick. We do see some German and Bulgarian units moving around in there. The British moving into the underbelly of my empire. That's never a good thing. Okay, so what do we see happening here? We basically got our new steel that we basically done here. What did I say earlier? Now we're in 1941. We can of course deal with the various different levels of computers. Anti-air radar, sorry, air-to-air radar is one of the options in here. Interesting. 44 is there. This is heavier machine guns, cannons. Then of course we got the long-range options on there. We're working on that one already, so that's from 1940. We do, of course, see here we got the rockets that we can work on, well, soon at some point or another. 1941. Should I go and push for mechanized? I think I'm going to basically hold off on that for now. 41. Yes, of course, we can go for the cheaper trains. That's, of course, yeah, going to help me in terms of get more trains for the same buck, so to speak. 47 days on the next chassis, and this will complete in 20 days. So yeah, that's great to see. Okay. Are my own units coming into play? Not yet.
Parancsok. Indulásra kész. Készen állok. Figyelj!
Okay. Look at that massive stack that we got there.
Támadjatok tovább!
They're trying to push away.
Mozgás előre!
Both French as well as British units there.
Hagyd nekik!
97, perfect. Okay, so the defense that we set up on here. I'm going to set it up to basically look, of course, after those elements itself. Hold on, let's do this again here. Coastline is covering that section there. We don't need that particular element there. I do need that one. That should do the trick for now. Okay. As you can see, they're covering the coastline now nicely. Naval warfare was completed there in terms of the research. I did say that we needed to do some research on the synthetics, and I'll basically do that shortly. Let's go for... what else can we do here? Restoration or reform. Now the reform gives me access to the submarines. Is that the one I want to boost at the moment, or do I want to basically go for the air? So this one is mutually exclusive with that one. Joint tank procurement. What will that do? So we'll basically produce them together with our allies, which is fine. Okay, nice. Less than 0% war support malice from bombing. Okay. $25 days to go here. How are we doing up there?
Készen állok.
Okay, just modify that slightly. Belgian troops are there.
Hagyjatok tovább! Kész!
Are we suffering losses so badly up here? Look look at that. They've got, of course, their big batteries in play.
Kész! Támadjatok tovább! Sorakozó!
Okay.
Sorakozó!
They're pushing us pretty hard, I would say. That should be a good one to take. Unfortunately, they've got port facilities in pretty much all those places there. Close air support. We can position here nicely. Okay. I'm not producing medium airframes. Well, that's interesting, isn't it? I don't think I've actually got any medium airframes. So I got small airframes. As you can see, I got some transport planes. At least the transport plane is listed. What do I need to replace there? Right, I got... What are these? These are fighters, aren't they? It looks like. Very, very old model of fighters, but yeah, it's still a fighter. That's the key bit, I would say. It looks like we need some help over here. Okay. And here we got a bit of a situation where we got too many fighters and such positioned in that one airfield. Okay, so we got that new tank design. I did say we're going to have to go for this tree here to get even more tires out of there. We can bring that research down to 35Ds only, which is great. Yes, of course, every little bit of work we do here is hand in hand with some other bits that need to be done. This is lots of, making sure we got sufficient resources. This is Air Force units operating everywhere as well. I actually got my airfield down here, don't I? $600 out of 600. There's less there. This one's a bit overpopulated still, it looks like. Okay. Aerial superiority, interesting. It's actually saying we don't have any anywhere over there. Mussolini was assassinated. Ooh, interesting. German Empire is called the Republic Socialista as an ally. Ah, so they're allies now. Is that it? Really? Ah, that's a relief. Which of course means I can remove these guys from that border there because they're no longer a potential threat. That of course means I can now reorder this here to be covering less of that longer front. That means that these guys can now cover this bit of the front here. Perfect. Perfect. And as you can see, we're working on trucks and so forth. And this is a good mix of different unit types again. Okay, enemies. Okay, Ethiopia. Okay, so have they got an airfield here? They don't. Huh. Oh, so these guys are allied. Ooh, interesting. Very interesting. Now, I don't have any naval superiority of that sort in hand. But this army here is really the one I want to remove from there. Let's move that to down here for now. Because what I want to do we're at war with France, aren't we? Italy just joined.
Készen állok. Indulásra kész.
Perfect. Okay, as you can see, the coast is fully covered here now.
Figyelj!
Doesn't have to be a massive amount of troops here, to be honest, but as long as there is enough coverage for every province, and I think we had one to spare there, to be honest.
Figyelj!
Okay, so Italy and France got their border there, which is fine for now. Ah, they're pushing into there as well. Nice. Well, that's actually a good consideration. Yeah. Let's not position them there, but let's position them on this front here. Perfect. That'll be a really, really good fit, I think. So different unit types are basically moving into and from different locations.
Case.
Hold on. Did I not reposition you such that you should be able to cover the eastern side here? I did.
Yes.
Just wondering why you're not moving then. So we're part of the same faction now. It's kind of this. Oh, is it the same? No. Okay, so we got a new leader here. And if that was indeed the work of the Germans, that basically was accomplished, yeah, then so be it. Okay.
Geht's.
Well, at least there's validation taking place before anything. Okay. So that's another 24 days. Okay. All right, 1 second, guys. Apologies about that. Just had to basically answer a call. Anyways, we're back. So let's keep an eye on what's going on with these troops. Yeah, well, we might potentially lose some elements here. But that is perfectly well understood. Okay. We're falling back there, which is great to see. So I'm keeping on the defensive here for now, which I think is great. This one though, I need to basically rearrange a little bit. I don't want that border to be fully exposed, but I don't want to basically not utilize my troops properly either.
Parancsok.
Okay. Let's just double check our orders here in terms of priority. So reinforcements, supply trucks high, operations high. This is medium. I'm gonna train more infantry. Let's train another 10. We can do that here in Austria. It's called Azerbaijan Democratic Republic. Really? Azerbaijan? That's over here, isn't it? Turkey. Can we reinforce our relationships with them? Yes, we can. We currently guarantee 0 nations. Okay, that's fine. We're putting our neck on the line there. Well, neck on the line, really. Bit of a strong way of basically saying it, maybe, but yes, we are having troops
Parancsok.
here as well.
Gyerünk kifelé. Figyelem. Utasítások.
Okay. Oh, that's good. So we lost a convoy. Yeah, that can happen. Okay. Rail superiority is what we're looking for. Operating from the airbase over here in Sicily. Does it have a name? I don't see a particular name on there, but that's okay for now, I guess. Research rights, 8 days to go on that one, and this is basically 15 days, so that should be done before anything else. As you're aware, we're currently, of course, working our way through that. Fuel situation hasn't really changed much at all, as you can see. Let's move these all down. Make a bit of space for this. Yeah, I just want to make sure get, of course, the relevant bits and pieces through. Mutania. Sorry, Mutania, really? Ah, Mutania. Okay. Interesting. Where could I build some more naval sites? So that's a place where I could do that. I can build more there. I can build more there. Yeah, I do at some point need to basically increase that capacity, and that's exactly what we're working on now. I'll complete in a couple of days. So Mexico. Oh, there's two elements of Mexico. Interesting. These guys are allied with them. These guys are allied with us. So it's really turning into a proper world war now, isn't it? A proper world war. A bigger world war is maybe what I should say. Question is which of the elements of Mexico will survive. Cuba seems to be heavily, yeah, in terms of garrisons. It seems to be a heavy component in there. Improved rubber production, which is great. So that's done. We're working on the next tier there. As you can see, we haven't got anything here as of yet. Should we, of course, have more proper transports. I thought I had an element of naval research here already that I was doing. Am I wrong? No, I do have that. But is it giving me the right... No, maybe it is giving me the right discount already. I'm not sure. It is sometimes hard to say. Okay, let's have a look what's going on down here. So we still got troops moving here. Why are they not using the railroad? I'm not sure. Something for railroad for, I would imagine. Okay, so we're being attacked over here. These guys, though, could move in to there. That should be a relatively straightforward drive, so to speak. British units are coming around. At least so it seems. Algiers. Let's try to take Algiers at least out. So here we got the Italians versus the French, and the French have got a substantial fleet in their hands, it looks like. So do I actually have transport planes at my disposal? It looks like. Okay, so can I reposition into there? Probably. And then I should, of course, not be able to do logistic strikes. Sorry, these are tactical bombers. Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought they were transport planes. My bad. My bad. So let's move them there instead and actually have them focus on the elements there in that region. So in terms of the production here, I can of course start producing some transport planes. It says that we basically got a new design of the chassis. That's basically improved. As you can see, there is already an advanced light tank chassis here. The question is that the one that we want to utilize here? I very much think so. Improved small cannon. looks to be the Toldi 3 that we want to switch over to then. That's fine, as far as I'm concerned at least. That's our stockpile. Reality, really? Okay, well, I don't think I need to have as many as that, but okay. For now, we only got 2 shipyards building transports. Okay. And I've got a fair number of factories working there. Okay, a bold move by the Bulgarians, that's fine. Got no qualms with that whatsoever.
Sorakozó! Sorakozó! Parancsok!
Let's try to push him back from there as well.
Kész! Indulásra kész!
Tank development. Okay, perfect. Joint tank procurement. I think that's a useful one as well to have. As you can see, they're keeping that coastline in their hands for the most part.
Figyelj! Sorakozó!
Okay.
Kész!
Banda. Okay. So we've been pushed back in a few of these spots. Nothing major, but
Értettem! Értettem!
okay. British Iraq is basically leading that bit of the navy. Interesting.
Értettem!
Okay, let's attack from this angle as well. Hold on, let's do it there. That should be a pocket we can expand. As you can see, we're holding this line quite nicely. They keep and put, of course, troops into there continuously. It's a pretty big contingent over there. It looks like they were pushed back somewhat here, the Germans. Yeah, I need to basically get my recruitment drive running properly. Takes some time, unfortunately. It looks like we need to basically increase our production. I thought we did that here. We do. So we're short about 3.2 thousand. How utterly lovely. I'm down to 14 short. I need more steel, it looks like. Okay, down to 2 short, okay. Okay, so now I'm running a surplus once again. Now that does tell me that we need to see what we can do about increasing our production here. As you can see, by putting more into there, we can increase that production nicely in there. Has no impact. Nice. That increases the output there as well. Okay, so let's have a look. So that was the dispersed bit that we did there. We're just, of course, just now looking at where we can improve our road network to increase our output of the various different resources. Okay. As you can see, we can boost it here as well. Montenegro. And the more we can boost this to basically get those nice results out of there, the better. Yes, we're working on a depot. I'm not even sure I need that anymore, but I'm not going to waste that effort in this moment. All right, let's have a look. So we're going to put the ones that are damaged at the very, very top here firstly. And then, of course, we want to keep these relatively high as well because they're relatively close to completion. So let's get those done. Yeah, if we can get to a situation where we need less for the purpose of imports, yeah, that's so much the better, of course. We're having good fun here in southern France, it looks like. Nice.
Kész. Utasítások.
How do you know if they need a promotion or can get a promotion? I don't know. It's really, really hard to estimate. Look at the mix of weapons they got, though. It's Austrian, it's ours, then it's here Czech, German. Wow.
Kész.
What more do you want?
Figyelem. Indulásra kész.
Okay.
Értettem. Figyelj! Leállítani!
Okay, let's cut them off from supplies first.
Parancsok!
That'll do really, really well for us.
Utasítások!
If we can accomplish that. On the eastern side, it looks like they are pushing into our terrain instead. Oh, they pushed us back to Tobruk and everything already.
Értettem!
That should at least make us here win that a little bit. Those are British troops I see, and I see German troops there, both in ships and so forth.
Menj, menj, menj! Menj, menj, menj!
Nice. More troops coming in.
Ne álljatok meg! Ne álljatok meg! Menj, menj, menj!
Yeah, we should see that these guys are slowly going to be whittled down. Yes, these are these medium tanks? I'm not quite sure what kind of tanks they are. They look like Challenger tanks to me. Just saying what they look like doesn't mean that they are, but they look like Challenger tanks to me. Right. That is ongoing. Here we still have the same amount of fun as before.
Sorakozó! Értettem! Figyelj! Hagyd nekik!
Okay.
Utasítások!
Push into there properly. Well, let's push into there. At least keep them away from the front. So we all know that this is not long-term sustainable for them. They're doing okay up here. They're not amazing. They have been pushed back somewhat. The question is, how are these troops going to get away if they dare to push into there? But okay.
Haladás tovább! Sorakozó!
Okay.
Figyelem! Parancsok!
Okay. Scenaria offensive. I think we're going to keep those troops mostly in a defensive position, to be fair.
Indulásra kész! Készen állok! Figyelem!
Supply situation wise, it's not amazing, but it's not horrendous either. Okay, so we've got experience here that we can of course deploy here, particularly in terms of the air doctrine. We're getting a heck of a lot of experience there, it looks like. So fighter ace initiative. Are these mutually exclusive? It doesn't look like it. Actually, it does say it's mutually exclusive, but okay. Air supremacy mission. Yeah, let's go for this one then. Do I have the new fighter already? I don't think I do, to be honest. So that's still that same airframe I'm building here. Never take the box. I should have taken the box. That should have automatically upgraded as such. Okay, so let's basically look at this design here. Armor plates, self-sealing fuel tanks. I think that's a good one to have. Electronics, radios. Yes, we do need radios. Non-strategic material used, no. Boats, no. can put a turret in there, but that reduces agility, as you can see. What's the icon I'm using for fighters now? What's the impact of doing this? I don't see any impact here, to be honest. Ah, okay, there is an impact in terms of maximum speed. Yes. Improved. Why does it say carrier? Because I took the wrong design, I was modifying it, that's why. That's of course the very smartest thing ever to do, isn't it? Armor plating, electronics, radio. Nothing else there, to be honest. Fighter. Okay, anything else that we want to put on there? Nope. Not really. Probably want to change the name. Improved fighter. Improved small fighter Mark 1. Of course, tick the box. Easy one to forget. There we go. And we got the old-fashioned CAS here. Now I can of course take the same airframe and make it a CAS variant. Electronics, we want to have the radio most definitely, but we also of course want to have the bomb sights. And they make... oh, do I need bomb sights? Strategic bombing. Maybe I don't need bomb sights. I just need the armor plating. But that reduces the range substantially, doesn't it? I do need the air brakes. Improved CAS. Of course, it's got a different icon and we're using for that. Like that. Tick the box. Okay, so this will be the improved CAS that we're going to work on. Why have we got that design there? Fighters again. I'm not sure why. Okay, perfect. Looks far better this way. I know we're suffering some losses here because of the fact that we got the new design there. We're switching over to. Should be okay for now. Okay, someone has surrendered. I'm not sure exactly who. I'll have a look in a second.
Értettem. Indulásra kész.
So many directions we're attacking from now.
Utasítások. Utasítások.
Not necessarily in a winning tactics, but yeah, we are attacking at least. Okay, so that's been taken, and we see that part of this is now being made into what the market is German.
Sorakozó. Készen állok. Figyelem.
Okay.
Indulásra kész. Támadás alatt. Gyerünk kifelé.
Okay. Let's keep up the push. Yeah, we need significantly more trucks. Now, what's our situation here? Look like still minus 14. Okay. Still resistance, it looks like. Yes, unfortunately. But we're working our way through it. Yeah, recruitable population looks good. Joint procurement program is fine. Happy with that. I'm seeing a reduction in numbers here. Oh, there's tons of units there. But okay. Assembly line here, that was that one that we just completed. We could of course go for this one. I think that's quite beneficial to do. 41, nothing in terms of weapons there. So 42, we can of course go for the new artillery. I think that's beneficial. And as you can see, we're going to complete atomic research in one day. It's going to take a little bit longer, but atomic research will complete. Perfect. Now that should, as you can see, give another 4% overall booster. That should give me the air-to-air radar as well, which can actually help me with regards to some of the elements. This can actually, of course, allow us to switch over to the newer trains. 2.16 per day. Well, sorry, is it per month? It said. I'm not quite sure, but yeah, we're pushing it forward. Okay. Yeah. I'll go with that for now. I know your opinion of us won't be that mega high, but okay. Hold on. These guys. Let's set them to be very flexible. As you can see, they're now going to move. Because of course I expanded that line there. They need to move their troops into there as well.
Indulásra kész.
Oops, not both.
Készen állok.
One of you.
Kész.
Okay, there's at 23 now.
Sorakozó.
Perfect. I just want to make sure he's got enough on the border there to actually deal with things as they go along. As you can see, it's still quite a bit of road to complete here. Heat manage.
Indulásra kész! Figyelj! Kész! Parancsok! Parancsok!
Okay. Oran. Oran.
Kész!
However you would like to pronounce it.
Utasítások! Parancsok! Figyelem!
Okay. They've cancelled their land lease to us, which is a bit of a pity, to be honest. At least the German Empire's got its own little bit of land here now. Even though it's being created by us instead of them, but that's okay. Air Cruise Survey, is that the name? No. Okay, no. Efficiency of different classes is improved substantially. That's basically going to be the full mix of it. We see being improved.
Sorakozó! Figyelj!
Okay.
Készen állok.
Nice. So what can we do over here that would help us out? I've got quite a few troops on that front line. Well, I'm saying quite a few, but they've got sufficient troops on that front line, I should say, to keep pretty much everybody busy here.
Parancsok!
I can actually push this up further if I want to, but that will reduce my productivity in the factories, which is far from what I'm looking for. The British are really engaged pretty much everywhere, isn't it? Come on, Germans, you can push them back. Yes, take that. Did they just build an extra airfield here? It looks like. Okay, so close air support. We'll operate in that region here. Can I put some fighters in here as well? It looks like we have sufficient fighters here as well. We got more fighters, it looks like, but we got more cast than we got fighters. So let's not create that air wing yet. I wanted to basically mix those two up. Can I actually choose to do that? So I can choose the fighters here already. And if I'm not mistaken, I should be able to choose my CAS units here as well. And I should then auto improve or auto reinforce that to a level that's usable here. What do we see happening here? Yes, we're working on our transport ships. That's fine. All gonna take a while. joint tank, the joint tank procurement is going to take a little while, not too long, but it's we'll get there. We'll get there. Episode's getting to be lengthy, hour and a half almost. I think I want to basically, call it a day shortly.
Kész!
They're engaging us, okay.
Utasítások! Figyelj! Parancsok!
Okay. Question is, are they going to win this? I suspect they might. Look at the actual other troops they got available there already. It's quite a substantial army. Set of armies.
Parancsok! Sorakozó!
So
Utasítás!
grab Casablanca from here.
Értettem!
Marrakesh.
Készen állok!
Okay, these two, I'm going to move over to the other border here once again. Just to reinforce it there. I think I'm managing okay on this side here. Oh, I thought it said Germany here originally, but I guess it's now Repubblica Sociale Italiana at this point. Okay, Italian. And of course the reinforcements have arrived. Joy, oh joy, oh joy. Really, guys. I'm not going to create an extra air wing under those circumstances, am I? Nope. It looks like I'm going to let that pass for now. Women in the workforce, what do I need to do for that? One of the following must be true. I need to be okay. Has economic law total mobilization. And what does that do? Recruitable population is improved by another 3%, but stability drops. Okay. Politics. Still growing, even though it's at a slow pace, that's fine.
Készen állok! Kész!
Look at all the... Ooh, look at this. He's got the... what is that? The military order already? Now I can tell that they don't necessarily stack. So he's got lots of citations, but he hasn't actually received a medal as of yet. That's a bit of a pity. Similar things here, it looks like.
Figyelek!
Again, bit of a pity, but okay. For now, we'll leave it as it is.
Utasítások! Utasítások!
Okay.
Sorakozó!
Nothing citation worthy there, it looks like. He's got one medal already.
Indulásra kész.
Nothing worth another medal over there, unfortunately. Same goes here. Yeah, we've got one. Again, nothing major. Okay, 34 days is the quickest, and this is actually 6 days to go. So I guess after that, we're gonna call it a day, I think. Yes, we still stand at a really, really good amount in terms of losses that we basically suffered. The British have suffered decent numbers. The Romanians have suffered a lot. Yugoslavians suffered significant amounts as well.
Kész.
Okay.
Parancsok? Értettem. Parancsok? Figyelj!
Okay. So those two are on their way eastwards. Okay, that's going to be completed shortly. Another 3 days to go.
Utasítások. Indulásra kész.
Italian-Bulgarian technology exchange. Okay, that's
Fedezékbe vonulunk.
noteworthy.
Kész.
That looks like we might win that. Perfect. Indigenous design. Okay. Reclaim the empire. I cannot do that, which... So getting claims on them, but not necessarily actually do anything with it. That's a bit of a pity. Right, so do we want to do this one? I think that might be the best one to go for.
Utasítások.
Okay.
Értettem.
Let's move these over to the east as well, then here.
Készen állok. Figyelj.
All right. Yeah, so we got 2 commendations here. Brigadier. He's on his way towards the next tier, but he hasn't got enough as of yet. Interwar air support. fighters, transport, etc., etc. So if I look here, I don't need as many, to be honest there. I do need to build more fighters though. Let's try to keep on top of all these elements that get damaged, which is a bit of a pity that they get damaged, but that's warfare for you. Stuff gets damaged in warfare. Construction number 4. Okay. Let's help them out a little bit. Consumer good factories is boosted by 5%. It's not a massive amount, I think. At least, yeah, 20% here. What is our economy? It's at a war economy state, and if we go to total mobilization, that will reduce our recruitable population by 30%, which is not ideal. Service by requirements, again, not ideal either. Free trade, export focus, yeah. There's pluses and minuses to both of those. But yeah, we're working our way through this advanced rubber processing tree at the moment. That should, of course, give me more rubber to work with. Okay, what have we got here? Are there airfields with more capacity available here? Piedmont. Let's go for Piedmont then. Fighters and CAS units. As you can see, I got very little fighters left here as extras. We're still in 1941, we're getting closer to 1942. 5 days to go on the transport ship design here. Keep a quick eye on what's going on here. We are assigned to the border 18. Okay, perfect. So it automatically decided to move them already, which is great. Exactly what we needed here. These guys, and these guys push into there. Yeah, see, that's not a really hard one to do. Torpedoes is going to be a more difficult one, as you can see. So as you can see, we got no designs of any ships at all as of yet. So it's like starting off with a blank slate, basically. All right, we do need to really start calling it a day shortly. I did want to just push through here, and I basically really want to get Tobruk back if I can. Am I still suffering losses here? I don't see any losses here at the moment, but okay, that's not to say we don't have any. So we got a surplus there. We got a shortage of trucks. Okay, we can deal with that. Shortage of tanks. So the shortfall will last for another 1200 days is what it says basically. That's a long, long time. Unless, of course, I can improve my production capacity here. So I've got a surplus of these, which is great, but I do want to switch over to the other design shortly. Okay. Wow, the United States has declared war as well, really? Yeah, this is a bit of a mega proportionate war, which is, yeah, partially to be expected, of course. Question is, what's going to happen to Greece? What's going to happen to Turkey? I'd love to get a non-aggression pact with them. But as you can see, I cannot at the moment. We currently have -10. I don't know why, though. Balkan Pact. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Right. So the anti-Soviet pact. Their opinion will suffer tremendously here now. So did we just see that Portugal joined us? Yes, it did. Welcome to our party. Well, these guys are quite fascist, so yeah, I'm not sure what's going to happen to them. I still got an attaché to Germany? I'm not sure. Anyways, guys, it's time for us to call it a day. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you in the next one. In the meantime, take care. Bye-bye.